Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales Dirty Discussions with Kiki and Medinah, Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called a quickie. What you need is 1 cup of ice, a 12-ounce container of frozen raspberry lemonade, thawed, and a 1/2 cup of vodka. What you're going to do is in a shaker, add the ice, frozen raspberry lemonade, and add vodka together. Shake it up, and fresh raspberries, if desired, serve over ice. That's a quickie, and it's quick.
That was real quick. Have you ever made that for yourself?
I haven't, but I think I might.
Yeah. Okay, well, welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
So what's been going on, Medinah?
Life has been going on. I have my hair straight this week, and I feel like a different person.
I was going to ask you if you feel different. You look different.
It's always so weird when my hair is straight. It's so funny how, like, now wearing curly hair is like a norm, and that used to not be the norm. I love my curly hair. I kind of miss it.
I know, right? Like, a piece of my hair got wet this morning. I was like, but I really don't have time. I woke up late. I was up all night watching Bravo.
I was up all night with Hannah. Shout out to Hannah. My best friend is in town. She lives in New York now.
Is that why you were taking tequila shots?
It wasn't even Hannah that had me doing the tequila shots. Hannah was socializing. Nehu was like, let's go twerk and take tequila shots. I was like, yes.
Hey, you listen to Nehu?
Girl.
No, thank you.
I had fun, though.
Well, what else is going on?
Voiceover. Turn up. Checks is popping up in the mail. What's up?
That's exciting.
It is. What you been up to?
I've just been working as well. I have a new YouTube series that is about to launch in a couple of weeks. It'll be launching in April. So I hope that you guys are following me on Instagram and that you are subscribed to my channel so that you see it when it pops up, because I've made a little trailer. So that's how you'll find out what it is. And then also I'm doing a hair giveaway for Limitless Bundles. You guys know when I make my wigs and my weaves and stuff, I always use the same company, and we're giving away some hair this month. So
what kind of hair?
Whatever kind you want. You get to pick 3 bundles and 3 bundles and a closure or a frontal.
Oh my God.
So make sure you guys are following me so that I'll announce how to win and when you can win.
Can I enter the contest? Or
Yeah,
I can't?
You can enter the contest.
I'm entering because I need some bundles.
I'm the only one who can't, but I've got some new hair, y'all. I'm about to be copper in a minute, and I'm kind of excited because I haven't had a color like that in a while. And y'all know how I lived for my blonde hair, so I'm excited about that. That might debut the next time you see a video of us.
I was
call
lazy
you
this
Penny. Penny?
Copper?
Oh, wait. Who's
Aren't
Penny?
pennies copper?
Oh, I thought you meant Penny like a character. Okay. Okay, well, you can call me Penny. All right, so today, hopefully our guest gets here.
We are waiting on Yung Joc.
Yeah, but I called him, I texted him. So, you guys, if the episode goes and he does not show up, we are going to blow his mentions up. And at the end of the episode, if he's still not here, I'm going to divulge some embarrassing information. So we'll just see how that goes.
That's what we do.
Just in case you didn't know, like, it's already out there, so I don't feel so bad. But before we talk about him and why we're bringing him on and all of that stuff, since he's not here, we'll go ahead and move on to weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. Man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
So, I want to tell you guys about a creep. Remember, if you are a longtime listener, you probably remember Douchebag of the Week. So this is going to be kind of a throwback to Douchebag of the Week, because there is a judge in New York who is weird. Medinah, let me ask you this. Have you ever...
Fuck the judge.
No. Well, no, you told that story already. No, have you ever just been so sexually attracted to, like, a man's smell? Like, not just his smell, but, like, the smell of his balls or the smell of his semen or maybe even his booty hole?
Maybe not a booty hole. Not a booty hole. But... like the smell that a man leaves on you, like in your privates when you're, it's like the scent of him. I have been like smelling my panties. Like I smell like him.
Okay, well.
I thought everyone was going to be like, me too, girl.
I'm sure you're not. I mean, I like the smell of a man.
I
like to spray his cologne on me. But you probably didn't break into his house and steal his drawers or nothing.
No, it was my drawers. You know, after you fuck somebody, you kind of smell like him still a little.
So let me tell you what this person did. So this judge in New York, broke into his Long Island neighbor's home to steal her underwear. he has been formally suspended. So the New York Chief Judge, Jana DeFore, on Monday signed a decision ordering Judge Robert, I don't know how to say his last name. I'm going to assume he's Italian. Sacal? I don't know. I'm going to put his name up so y'all know. And he broke into the girl's house. She heard somebody there. She saw him run away. He stole her fucking panties.
That's all he got.
Yes, that's all he wanted was her
dirty draws.
Yeah. I love you like your dirty draws. Like, he was...
Is he going to jail? Or is that just like, because it's like he didn't harm anyone. He didn't really take it.
But he did break into a home.
He did. So
and
I wonder,
you cannot
like...
do that. So, he went back into he admitted that he went back into the house to take panties again. This isn't the first time he's done this. Before this, he had a stellar reputation, but that is done, and now he's just the panty snatcher.
That's weird.
Isn't that so weird?
Could you imagine if you woke up in the middle of the night, some nigga had broke into your house and you're scared. You're like,
I'm going to think somebody wants to rape me.
And he's like, no, like, where are your dirty clothes at? I just need to get them. Here they are. And he just grabs like your nastiest, dirtiest, period stained up panties and is like, thanks.
That is so fucking creepy. Like,
thank you, though. But I'll be like, but thank you. Do you want the ones I have on?
No, go. You need to go because I'm freaked out. Like, I just couldn't imagine. I would be so scared. I'd probably pee on those, and then he would want those, and then he would get too close, and I'm still going to think he wants to rape me. Like, who does that?
Creeps.
He was a creep. And they had pictures of him, like, being escorted out of wherever they picked him up from. I don't know where they arrested him at. But he was, like, in handcuffs.
He probably has a whole entire family.
Yes, and this is a judge. Like, it's not just Joe Schmo. Like, you're the person who's up here handing out sentences.
Your whole career is gone because you was sniffing dirty pootie draws.
Yeah, like, there is a website for that. I told you guys about it on Weird Sex a long time ago. The website where the girl was, like, selling dirty panties and selling her poop on the internet. Anybody out there who has a fetish, I don't want to shame you for your fetish, but be careful because if you break into somebody's house, you are going to get in trouble.
You're going to jail, and you better not be black because you're not getting out. So
you're not. You're gonna be sitting down there for about a year because you wanted to smell some musty panties when you could have smelled anybody's musty panties.
But you know what? I would love to get somebody on the show who does have a weird fetish like that and is okay with talking about it. Like, I know someone who
likes panties.
He doesn't like panties, but he likes to be like, if you have a dog, he wants you to put your dog's collar on him, put him in the dog's kennel, and like, you know, fart on him and shit, and like, and kick him and tell him. Wait. I know a person right now.
He wants you to fart on him while he's in the dog cage with a collar.
Yeah, with the collar and the leash and everything. Dog smell and everything. Put him in the kennel, close the kennel, act like he's done something bad, fart around him, let him out, kick him. He'll pay you to do it.
How much does he pay?
Girl.
Because I don't mind having a part-time
We
job.
might have to hit him up.
We might have to hit him up. Do you think we make more if we went together?
I mean, I think
Kiki
if we
needs
went
a new
together,
pair of
though,
shoes.
I wouldn't be able to perform. I'd be embarrassed. Could you imagine we're doing this together? Like, I'm like,
yes,
okay,
I
Kiki,
can.
now it's your turn to
We're
toot
getting
a
paid.
little.
Yes, we will poot. I will go get some Taco Bell. That's going to give you nasty gas. It is. It's just going to, and if you know him, I'll feel a little safer. Because you already know this person, so it's not like a total stranger. I would just feel better about it.
I wish he would come on the show. And I wish Joc would get here.
Okay, well, he actually texted me that he's pulling up.
Okay,
so right now, we'll just go ahead and take a little break and go to our commercial, and then we'll be right back with our guest.
Perfect.
Okay, so welcome back, you guys. Now our guest is here. Young Joc is with us. Welcome,
Hey.
Welcome.
What's happening?
Not
How
much.
y'all doing?
So good.
I was about to sing a Young Joc song.
What was you about to sing?
I used to
What's the
love that
words?
song.
Say
Oh
sad.
my God.
You didn't say the words. What was that country twang you put on it?
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about.
Me
What's
and my
happening?
sister used to really be bouncing our shoulders.
But you know what my favorite song is? Juice Box. That's the one I
Juice
like.
Wait, how did that one go? I make
Make
a
a
juice
juice
box
box
with. Yeah. Oh my
Remember
God.
when we used to be at the stadium? We were being fast.
We were children and our juice boxes were getting wet.
It's so funny.
All right.
Because it made me think of 2 Chainz saying pretty girls love trap music.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And
that's
it's the
actually a
truth,
fact.
like trap music and drugs. Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's
Okay,
introduce
man,
him.
all
So
right.
anyway,
Yeah.
I met Joc because we work together at Streets 94.5.
That's right.
But you know, he's on Love and Hip Hop. He does a bunch of other TV stuff. What other shows? That's
Leave It to
Scared.
Stevie.
Leave It to Stevie.
You know, we just recently did Scared Famous on VH1.
Uh-huh.
Scared famous. That sounds like
yeah.
something I would like.
Maybe.
I'm on another TV show on VH1 called Down in 30.
What's that?
I don't
even
even know
heard
if
of
I
that
should
one.
be giving all that information. Kind
Okay,
of
well, it's new. Well,
not
whatever.
saying like I hate because I know me being a personality on radio. I hate when people come like a talent come in and they say something about something they doing, but they can't talk to you about it.
Well, we're really not going to ask you about
We're
it, so
not.
this
We
is the
just
only
wanna know.
time.
How you fucking, who you
Cool.
fucking?
Yeah, that's what we
I'm
really want to
saying? That's
know.
what's happening. All right, then, shit.
Okay,
Let me
so-
sip some more of this wine.
Yeah, I told you he was going to need your wine before we got started. So he does all that, and then he hosts the Streets Morning Takeover from 6 to 10, Monday through Friday on Streets 94.5. So we're going to play Never Have I Ever with you.
All right.
Do you think we should let him ask one question if he wants?
If you have an urge to ask a question,
We'll
but
let you
don't
ask
have
one, to be fair. Okay, so we're going to ask you some questions to get to know you better. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
You go first.
Okay, so my first question is, never have I ever sent nudes or a sext to the wrong person.
To the wrong person.
Yeah, to the wrong. I know y'all done sent it to the right person, but who sent it to the wrong person? That's for both of y'all. This is never have I ever. I've done
I
it.
can definitely say I've never done that one because I am super like on it when I'm sending like a booty open picture.
You talk like a booty open picture.
A booty open
I ain't
picture.
heard that one.
A booty.
They ain't
I
put
sent
that
a
one
message to
in
my mom
Webster's.
before. That was embarrassing.
You sent the.
That's a
Not a
whole nother
picture. It was a
story.
text. It was embarrassing, yeah. And then I tried to like cover it up. I know I didn't really cover it up, and
It
we just
was-
never talked about it again.
I would be
At least I was grown at the time. This
You
wasn't
should
like
bring it up one day over drinks and see how
Yeah,
that
like
conversation
mom,
goes.
remember that time?
I don't want to bring it up. I don't even want my mama to
If she
listen
comes
to
on the
this
show,
show.
I'm asking.
Man, how you think you got here?
I know how I got here, and we have boundaries. Moving on. Next question.
All right.
Wait, he didn't. Oh wait,
Never
It's
have I ever sent news to the wrong person. No.
You have never
have-
done that.
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's just me out here. All right. Well,
I'm sorry to
Girl,
hear that, man.
You might have been.
well, for once, I did something and you didn't do it, so we flipped.
Oh, right. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
oh,
usually
yeah.
be looking at me like, bitch, I know you did.
Never have I ever had sex with more than one person in the same day.
Oh shit. I mean, I'm.
Go ahead and drink. Go ahead and
Yeah.
drink.
You don't even gotta say that. Just take a sip.
Because you told that cocktail I was waiting.
I mean,
Oh, you were really checking for me like,
I
bitch,
was.
don't be
Go
on your
ahead.
line. I took my sip, y'all.
I mean,
Because I just had one by myself, so I wanted you to drink.
You never had
knew.
sex with more than one person in a 24-hour period?
Maybe 36, but not 24.
But
Okay.
you have though.
Yeah, I took my sip. I did. I took it. I took a gulp.
You got to listen to the past episodes so you know
I
what
know,
happened.
Oh, I know what's going on.
I'm not proud of it.
Okay, never have I ever had an STD.
Sip if you have.
Yes, sip if you have
That one
had
threw
it.
me off. I was like, whoa.
Wait a minute. Let me watch my
Look,
lips.
everybody.
I was like, wait, everybody's looking like, I ain't telling. Okay.
Your turn.
Never have I ever been involved in an orgy.
Shit.
God damn, you're out here living. An orgy would be more, that's not a threesome. That has to be like 5 or more
I
people.
feel like
correct?
it needs to be 4 or more people is
4
what
or
I would
more.
say. I don't know. More than 3 because 3
More
has a
than
name.
3, yeah.
3 has a name, definitely Minaj, but an orgy could definitely be 4.
Did you go to the Atlanta orgy party?
Nah, but actually she came and hung out with us like I want to say last Sunday.
When she
Does
was
she look
around,
better?
were you like, you trying to go to the bathroom?
Nah, not at all.
Did you think she looked better in person?
Well, see,
You're about
here's the thing. I didn't never really see her. I didn't see her
pictures?
promotion.
Oh, okay.
When I saw her in person, she was a decent looking, brown skinned girl. I mean,
I've never seen her in real
she
life. I was
has a
just curious.
very eclectic kind of look. Essentially, she switches it up, so it's not like
She
she's
does.
trying to be glamorous. Because it's not like you're gonna look at her and automatically think she does orgy parties.
Right.
But she
Yeah,
has
I
a decent
didn't think
shape where
that.
if she wanted to flaunt a little skin
She
and put
could.
some heels on, the right makeup and hair, you'd be like, yeah.
But let me ask you this: with you being a celebrity, have you ever wanted to go to like an orgy party and then you're like, it's just going, everybody's
can I
gonna be
be
in my
can I be
business?
honest?
Yeah.
Please do.
I pulled up to trapeze like 5 times in my life.
And didn't go in.
And I'm talking about at the door like, what's up?
I don't care what they think.
Come on, girl, what you want to do? And the girl like, I mean, and
They
I'm
don't
like,
know me.
and I'm really like,
Right.
I don't know, it's just something about.
Do you go in or you
idea.
are like,
I've
never
never
mind?
gone in, man. It's so crazy.
I feel you. Like,
I may go soon just cause, you know what I'm saying? Cause it wasn't like it was on my bucket list, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, I just want to go see. So when I walk away, I can be like, oh wow, this is what has been happening for so long that I've always inquired about, but never really.
Yeah, we
Cross the
haven't been
threshold.
either in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And we said we were
I
going
went
to
in
go,
Fort Lauderdale. But that has to
she
suck
had
if you are could you imagine if I would have been like a celebrity doing that?
You
and then
would
it's
not
like,
have gone
I
in.
didn't even do anything, and I came out, and it'd be on the Shade Room like she was in there busting it open,
Fucking
But
everybody.
places like that though, it's very discreet. I don't even think they're gonna let you pull out camera phones and shit. Like
Yeah,
that.
but
Yeah.
they would still have the groupie tails on Baller Alert if you were famous.
Somebody's still gonna see you coming out.
Yeah. Okay. Did you
Anyway.
have another one?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, we wanted to talk about a
She's
few
good.
different things with you.
Face ahead.
So first of all,
Face
we
ahead.
I'm good.
we watch you on Love and Hip Hop.
Love and hip hop.
And then I've seen you at work, and I just feel like you're a very charming person, right? Would you say that? I'm curious to know what is. Yes.
I would definitely say I'm a charming person.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know what kind of dater are you? Do you like to wine and dine women, or are you just like, I ain't got time for that. I'm not doing all that. I don't have to do that.
Nah. See. You know, a lot of cats always think it's like just these key attributes that a man has that are like okay, like for instance, most guys think, you know, if I got money, women gonna want me. It's a lot of cats around that got money and women ain't interested because it's like
You're lame.
You're boring as fuck.
Now you're gonna have some women who are gonna just rock out with you because you got money, but that might not be the quality of a woman that you really want. You know what I'm saying? But then some cats with that type of mind frame, that's really what they pair up with. That's what they're equally yoked with, because they think because they got it, they own. And it's a chick who like, if I'm with him and he got it, then I'm on. So they actually pair up well. But for me, I do believe in whining and dining a woman, man, because it's like, you think about it, like, you know you ain't the first guy she done went out with, right? You ain't did nothing new to invent the wheel, so you might as well just figure out everything that she has done. Maybe I could just put my twist on it and do a little better than the last few times she's done it. And that way you become a increment of her timeline. When she thinks back of this time of her life, you'll always be in
A
that,
memory.
in
Wow,
that
like
era.
I'm really sitting here like, would you
Nah,
like
for real. Like, think about it.
fuck me? Or, like that was just the way you said it. It was just like so heartfelt. And,
Nah,
like,
I mean, I just think it's important, man.
It
like,
is.
A lot of times we get caught up as men thinking a woman is just a conquest, because it's like, yo, if I fuck, hey, I got her. But it really don't work like that.
It doesn't.
Because women also have learned to detach too when it comes to their sexual
That is
relationship.
very true.
And it's so crazy that you say that, because Kiki and I had a conversation with some producers in the studio that we won't name, but people were saying that women can't really do that. And I was sitting here like, y'all,
That's
it's
not
a different
true.
world.
It's a different world.
A woman can fuck you and be like, oh, we're just having sex. Now, I'm not going to say everybody, because
Not everybody. And then if you're telling us that you want something more and you're doing all of this extra stuff when really you don't want it, that's when you're going to get the
That's when you get
woman who's
crazy.
not going to tell you that she was okay with that, when really if you would have kept it real from the beginning, you might have got it.
I think women are at this point in society, a lot of liberated, independent women, they definitely believe in the a la carte rule. Like, yo, I can get a cat over here who got the brains, because at least I know he gonna make good decisions. I can always count on him to goddamn steer me in the right way. I'm gonna fuck with a nigga with some money, because
my car don't
'Cause
gotta
bills.
get paid.
Bam.
And I need my hair done. And these lashes ain't cheap.
I got this, and then you always got that chick like, shit, I got a nigga over there. He can't really dress. He ain't the flyest nigga, but that nigga put that dick down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
He's
a la
probably
carte
real
rule.
hood. You don't know what the
'Cause
fuck he's saying.
Man, we've
Credit
been doing
bad.
it forever. That's our problem. We've done it for so long that it's second nature for us. A la carte. It's like, yo, I want that piece of meat, and that piece of meat.
Have you
love
always
that.
thought that way, or did it
As
take
far
some
as what?
time? Like,
So-
you do want to find somebody that you can actually spend some time with, and you want to wine and dine her.
Well, you know, it's crazy. I always had long-term relationships, but I am a charmer, and I do flirt. You know what I'm saying? And
Are you a Libra?
I'm a Virgo?
Okay, right there.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, 920. So, like, I think
923.
face ass.
913. These numbers all the same.
But I think sometimes, man, though, you know, it's okay. Like, want what you want. You know what I
Now,
mean?
let me ask you this: like, your Young Joc, this Young Joc that we're sitting here talking to now,
Yeah.
and then the I don't know if you were still calling yourself Young Joc, but before you were Young Joc and everybody knew you, was it the same dating experience with that person?
Yeah.
Really?
Because I always been a hustler. I ain't never been no broke dude. So I always knew how to go get some money. Because, I mean, it's like in life, you can have so much and do so much, but there are necessities that you must have. And everybody must haves and priorities and necessities are different. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I always wanted to make sure I had a cool car. So I always wanted to make sure I had a cool spot. You know what I'm saying? Crib. Like a lot of my friends, when I was 19, niggas was trying to have a Jordan collection. By the time I was 19, nigga, my crib was laced. Furniture, pictures, sconces on the wall. Niggas like, nigga,
What the fuck is a sconce?
I was just about to say, am
skunk?
I gonna look like the basic one? I don't know
the
what a
light
sconce
fixture
is.
on the wall.
Still don't know.
Okay,
The
we'll
two-
talk
the
about it
lights
later.
that, you know,
We'll talk about it
usually
later.
like 2 lights that like come off the wall a little bit, and they kind of be like vertical.
Have you ever dated really basic women and you were just like, I know she's basic, but
I like her.
I
yeah.
have. I definitely have. I'm
Where
guilty
do you
of that.
meet them at?
yeah.
All over.
Because I don't never be meeting like celebrities just anywhere I'm at. But then you do sometimes see like basic girls with.
You know what's crazy though? Sometimes, man, the basic chick is it's
A diamond in the
easier.
rough?
It's easier for your ego too.
How do you
So-
mean?
Well, cause like a basic chick, and it depends on what basic you saying. Cause you could be like, oh, that bitch basic, meaning like in a derogatory manner, and it's
That's
just
how I meant it.
you just see you're using it figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Not like she does. Like,
if you use it, just
I
like
was thinking she's just
literally
not
basic,
rich.
like
oh, I wasn't thinking.
literally a basic
Okay.
chick, like meaning like a chick who, you know what I'm saying, I work my little 9 to 5. I ain't no superstar, I ain't no stripper. I ain't trying to be
I don't
doing
know
I would call that
designers.
a regular chick,
Well,
not
okay,
basic.
regular. Well, I'm
'cause
thinking regular.
Okay.
Because when you say basic,
I
like,
think basic, like somebody who doesn't
speaking
even want
figuratively, though.
more.
Yeah.
You know, somebody who just likes very simple
you
things.
just might well say
doesn't
a
want
thought
more.
then.
Well,
Because basic, you see what I'm saying?
because
I
a
was
thought can
thinking
have
it's broad.
extensive
What you would
taste,
think.
broad. It's so
and they can
broad,
like
really.
nice things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a thought.
But so you'll date a regular chick, and that's
I believe,
okay.
I believe in that. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
For real, like, I never was the cat who wanted to have all the celebrity chicks or the high end, the top model chick. I don't like fuck all that because
Mm-hmm.
I'm really like down to earth for real. That's why
Like you
Yeah.
want to be able to
why
have
I could-
a
yeah.
conversation.
That's
I
why I
don't
could
want
be
us
so
to sit
silly.
here.
That's why I could be so silly.
Yeah.
And people like, damn, where the fuck this job come from? It been there. But I don't
Yeah.
let everybody just, you know, it's kind of like you share it when you want to share it. And I think like that's why I like regular chicks. We're going to use the word regular. I like a regular chick because sometimes, man, she ain't trying to do the most. I don't want no chick like trying to be on Instagram showing her ass and shit for likes. Like, nah, that's cool. I ain't knocking it. You know
I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying?
you'll
You
still
might-
fuck her.
Yeah, but see, me personally, I like the chick who gives off the signal of not interested. I like that. And then when I get her, and then when we're
Y'all hear
alone, I'm like,
Okay.
damn, I got something special. It's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, ooh, to me, opposed to when I'm with a chick, I don't want to be thinking, yo, everybody seen this ass. Everybody know that tattoo right there.
It's not really a big deal if everyone has seen the ass.
It's not. It's
The
not.
way you said it.
It's not, but let's be for real though. 9 times out of 10, the woman who's so passionate about letting everybody see her shit, niggas is playing in that. Straight up, niggas fucking. Excuse my language. Niggas is smashing. Niggas beating. That's just straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, what are you getting out of it?
Yeah.
What are you getting out? What do you want from it? You want the fame. You want the attention. And usually a woman who likes a lot of attention.
I would imagine that
Jezebel.
person doesn't even really
Cover
care
your
about
booties,
you.
ladies. Cover
She
your
doesn't
give
really
it
care
that
about
way.
you. They'll just treat you good till
I ain't
they
saying
can use
all
you up.
of them.
Not
I ain't
all
saying
of
all
them.
of them just
The
give it away.
most.
But a lot of them, I would say, the
But let's-
ones I've met, that's
But
how
let's
they
keep it
are.
for
They don't
real.
care.
Let's be for real. I would never say all dancers are prostitutes, right?
Never.
I would never say nothing like that. All strippers are prostitutes. But I will say that all strippers might do something a little edgy,
Prostitute-ish.
a little
Prostitute-ish.
prostitute-esque
Tish.
Yeah. Well,
for some
Jezebel-y.
change. You know,
I mean, that's true.
I mean, a lot
it's
you
not like
already,
a thing
you
where it's
already
like,
naked letting the man see your
So that's
most
already
valuable
pretty.
possession.
right. And let's say Chris Brown comes in and he's like, if you just like jack my dick a little bit, put a little spit on it, I'll give you $10,000. I'm doing it.
You're a prostitute.
That's
Congratulations.
prostitute-ish.
I call that, you know, see, that's the new movie that I'm on called Dating in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
And I believe that some women are prostitutes and some women are prostitutes.
What's a constitute?
Constitute.
All right, a
Both of us.
constitute.
I'm
Write
liking
this down.
Constitute.
Like,
This
let's say,
sounded like a name.
let's all right, let's think about it like this. You might not say, hey, you're gonna have to give me goddamn $500 for this box.
Mm-hmm.
You might not say that directly, but indirectly, you're like, look, you gotta spend some time with me, you gotta wine me, you gotta dime me, find me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that takes time. It's layers to me before you get to me because I gotta feel comfortable enough to let you in. You
And I'm totally about that. We talked about that. Remember we were talking about have you been
Okay, but
paid
why
for
do you
sex?
call it a prostitute?
because it costs to be with you. It
It's
costs
not
to
like
get
you're
the,
just
it
gonna-
costs to get the booty. It's just
It
I'm not. You're
does.
not. It's just not a. I'm
It's
just,
unspoken.
Yeah, it's kind of It's like.
Okay, so I want to switch it up a little bit because I wanted to talk about flyouts because I was talking to a friend of mine. She flew out of the country this weekend to go see this guy. So I was like, oh, girl, you got a date. How cute. I hope you have fun. Take lots of pictures. I want to see. I've never been there before. So she was like, it's not a date. It's not a date. I said, bitch, this nigga is flying you out of the country. It's a date, right? And so she's like, no, it's not. So we go back and forth. She gets out there. She's like, girl, there was one bed in the hotel. I said, well, aren't you glad it was a bed? Like, I knew it was going to be one bed. I hope you didn't think it was going to be two. Then she was like, oh, he tried to cuddle. He tried to do this, that, and the other. So I'm just like, okay, well, wait, let's back up. What was the conversation you had
Yeah, it sounds
ahead
like
of
y'all
time?
weren't clear.
She said they never had a conversation about it. I said, as awkward as it may be, you knowing this friend, you need to have that conversation ahead of time. Because I guarantee you that every man that I know that you know that's flying you out somewhere, he wants to fuck when you get there. And that's just what it is. He might spend some time. He made plans. He put in the effort, but he didn't want to go out there as friends. That's not a friend trip.
That is
It's
not a friend trip.
And if you want to do a friend trip, you have to put that explicitly stated before
I will buy my ticket.
Can I tell you something
Well,
funny?
no, but just say it ahead of time.
Can I say something
What?
funny?
Yeah.
You know, that helped me to be a better person, a better man, the better man that I am today. The whole idea of flouts and shit like that.
So what do you think about this?
Please tell us.
I mean, like, perfect example, me being Yung Joc, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of times in my life, even before I was Yung Joc, and I'm going to be always honest and
That's
transparent.
what we like.
I never had a problem getting no ass, right? When I became Yung Joc, it was times where it seemed like it might be a little harder to get the ass sometimes.
Really?
Because at that time, women would be like, "Oh, he's a nice guy." You know, it don't take but a second you be around me, right? But then they be like, "Well, shit, he getting some money, he doing his thing, got a name for himself. Shit, ain't no sense in me goddamn trying to just hoe out for him because this
I
might
can
could
get
be something. I
something.
might could." So then it turned into not wanting to give up the box. So it's funny. It's moments.
I would be pissed.
But
I would be
see,
so
as a-
Like, I
but see,
finally got a
mad.
name.
And now y'all over here
Y'all
trying
been
to.
throwing pussy at me all
I ain't
this
saying
time.
I wasn't getting it. I'm just saying like sometimes
It just slowed
it's-
down.
and you be like, damn. What? And what happened for me is those moments when I'm like, shit, it's unspoken. You do some quote unquote, so you a fly out. You know, if I'm finna fly you to motherfucking Vegas, 9 times out of 10, we fucking.
I mean, that's
I
what I
never
would
mastered
expect.
the flyouts. Like
But-
that
What do you
one
mean?
time when I got flown out, and I was like, I was so happy. I might even told you. I don't know who I told. And the guy bought himself a first class ticket,
You
and he
told
got
the
me a
show.
coach ticket. And I was like, what? What are we doing?
And the
Why
lady
am
on the
I
airplane?
this old white lady on the airplane? She was like. Because he came back there to give me a drink, and I took it. I was young. I was super young. And the lady was like, baby girl, she grabbed my knee like this. You know when old ladies go, she was like, let me tell you something. That's ridiculous, and this is disrespectful, and you should be embarrassed. I didn't even know her, and I was sitting there like,
Oh, you're right. Face ass.
you're right. Learned so many lessons. I was like, you know what? I was so embarrassed. I just never mastered the fly out.
Well, see, what I was saying, what helped change me is the fact that those unspoken guarantees that we think, because like shit, you flying like you know you fucking, and you come to see me, you know we finna go ball, you know we fucking, right? The moments when the chick come out and you expecting that shit, and you realize, you know what, it's like it brings you back down to earth. Like, oh shit, I was kind of on my high horse because. Is it because I was getting my way, or is it because I actually just thought it was a unspoken guarantee? Like if I fly y'all, you know we fucking, right? So when you get the moments in life, the turn down is so real. Will bring you back to square one so
bet it
fast
will.
that it gives you a sense of reality. And I think that's what I'm very in touch with. And most people don't know that today have a real conversation with me. They're like, oh, he's in touch, he's aware. And I think when I get to those moments, it made me start realizing like I don't like how that feels. To be turned down, so I try not to put myself in a situation to be turned down. You know what I'm
So
saying?
no flyouts.
I just,
You just cut it off and like if you're
yeah,
not my
it's-
girl, like
I mean,
you're not
just
coming
certain
with me
shit, like-
nowhere.
Get a buddy pass.
like I don't expect. Like I think the thing that makes it easier to get ass from a woman or what you want from a woman is to not expect what she expects you to expect. See, the punani, the twat as y'all call it, it's like a bank. You know what I'm saying?
A Swiss bank
Whatever
or like
I
Wells
invest
Fargo?
into it, that's what it's worth. And you know it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm willing to do for it is the value on it.
Yeah.
That's so true. And you know what? Have you ever been in a situation where it's like he's not investing a lot into it and you're like, you
Yep.
feel really bad? You're like, wow.
It
Like,
makes me feel cheap.
it makes you feel like a cheap whore who never
Yeah.
knew their parents.
Like
either
Pretty
one.
Woman.
Yeah.
But not so pretty. It just looks raggedy.
And
you
you're
know?
like, is this really happening to me? Like, I've learned so much because I've been the girl where it's like, you're not investing anything. And it's because of what I was doing, how I was, being with myself.
Carrying yourself.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we've been there in the
You
same
just
time
giving the
in
box
life.
away, or you saying something different? You wasn't that girl.
No, I'm saying I've been that girl before, and then as I grew,
I like you being honest. Okay.
yeah, we're always honest.
Cause
Too
I mean,
honest.
You don't look like that girl, but
Because that girl doesn't have a look.
That girl doesn't have a look.
Honestly.
Sometimes,
It's all right.
And I wish
You don't
more
know.
people
It's
knew
all right.
that.
I'm
and
glad
you
you said that.
learn.
Thank
You
you for
hope
saying
that
that.
you learn. I'm a totally different woman than my thoughty
she
years.
doesn't have a look. Well,
She doesn't have a
sometimes you
look.
can kind of look in the eyes and you know.
But I will tell you, there's so many times, like, there have been people who have come on this show, for example, that know me, and they've never had a conversation with me about sex or dating. And so then when they talk to me, it kind of alters their view. And sometimes it's good and sometimes it's
Why
bad,
so?
but it's just
Are
like,
you like so
it's-
left field with it?
I
Are you
wouldn't say that.
edgy?
I don't know. I think it kind of depends. Like, I think that people who know me, they meet me, they have this idea. And if I don't fit strictly into this box, because I think they have a very clear-cut idea of who they think I am and what I'm okay with, that is never the case because I'm a lot more open-minded, I think. And then I've also made a shit ton of mistakes in my love life. And I think that people think that I have it more together who don't really know me. They just kind of
Right.
meet me in passing.
Can,
and I'm just
can
like,
I say
no.
something to you?
Yeah.
I don't know how you gonna take this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I love how he's holding up this camera.
I know. Hey, guys. Hey, y'all.
But like, you know, it's weird because I see you at work, right?
Uh-huh.
So weird.
And when you're at work, you're so professional, right?
Uh-huh.
And here you're still professional, but I know you got that edge. And I heard about this edge so many times.
Wait a
before.
minute. What did you hear?
Well, because people talking about your shows, your
Mhm.
podcasts, and just like not like no, I never said no. I've never heard anyone call you slutty or trashy, anything like
They
that.
better not, because I'm going to roll up and
But there's this thing at work, and because we're not at work right now, I feel like I could tell you because it has nothing. It talks about the workplace, but we're not in our workplace.
Right.
But everybody in the building loves you.
Oh, really?
And
That's so sweet.
All the dudes always laugh when you come down the hallway. It's like this inside thing. I'm telling you, I don't give a shit. Cause
Oh, I want to
Tell it.
hear
I
it.
may never had this
I can
moment
take a
again.
compliment because I feel
Tell
like it's
us.
going in a good
I'm
direction.
ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
But every day when you walk in at work,
Uh-huh.
you know, everybody be like, "What's she gonna wear today?"
Oh, really?
That's why I was asking you.
Some
Some days I look
Find out
homeless.
you Kim K at work.
Some days and some days
But-
I just look like Black China on a rough day.
But you be, but you be coming to work
Well,
some
that's
days, and niggas be like, "Okay, then, all right, yeah."
I always thought people had mean things to say about me because sometimes I
See.
walk in and everybody looks and they just have this blank
It's
face
so
if they're in the
weird.
morning and I'm just like, hey, and I'm just like, people don't speak to me, they just be staring. It's just so weird.
I think people
Whatever.
scared of the Me Too movement, and I would be too.
And they should be,
well,
honestly. Because
'Cause
niggas is
anytime-
out here doing shit.
Yo,
It's like, I'm suing
I got
you.
this whole thing. I figured out a way for me to just bounce it off where it never affects what I do at work.
Yeah.
Somebody, if a woman says something to me inappropriately,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna let her know. HR. And I'm
You
gonna laugh
said that
about
the
it.
other day. You said I got to tell you something. I said I need to talk to you anyway because I wanted you to come on the show. And you were like, HR, never mind. And I was just like, okay,
HR.
well, I'm kind of HR actually. I
That's
don't know if you
kind
know
of
that,
like
but
I know, I know. But I'm saying it's kind of it's an inside thing because it's like HR. It's a reminder. Remember as a kid, you see the people wear the little something. They tie something on the finger.
yeah, to kind of like pinch them and bring them back to reality.
No, guess
Oh,
what?
I
that was
don't know
for?
what we're talking about.
Oh,
You
I
know,
thought
as
you
a
meant like a little
kid-
rubber band.
You know, as a kid, they say tie a ribbon on your finger to remember
Like
something.
if you have epilepsy?
No, to remember something.
Wait,
I
what?
It helps your memory.
I never heard of that.
So basically, you tie a ribbon on you because I never knew what the fuck it was for either. Like, what the fuck? How's it gonna make me remember?
Mm-hmm.
But when you tie that ribbon, you say, "Well, I'm gonna tie this on my finger because I gotta be somewhere from 6:30 to
Mm-hmm.
8 o'clock tonight to do a podcast."
Uh-huh.
Right?
Wow.
You get to forget about it, and you be like, "What the fuck? Oh, I got this ribbon. Oh shit!
Mm.
I'm supposed to be doing
the
this tonight."
podcast.
So this is that reminder for me. HR. Do do do.
And that's like to let people know, like, be quiet.
It's no.
I gotta
it's
cut
like,
it off
it's a
right
button.
now.
Do HR. You gotta always feel like somebody has that button. Say HR. Did you hear that? And
That's
always
funny.
a constant reminder. Like, don't say nothing crazy at work.
Because niggas is out here doing crazy.
I mean, people got fired for way less than giving a compliment. So,
Girl.
you know.
We did a whole episode about rapey shit that
Yeah.
everybody
rapey
should
shit?
Bruh, that's rapey.
Bruh, that's rapey. Like,
That's what it was called.
Because every
Oh my
girl
God,
has been
it's
in
bad.
bruh, that's rapey situations.
I talked about work, actually.
Bro, that's rapey, bro.
some stuff is like sometimes people just take
I
it too
had a
far.
real weird situation one time, man.
In the workplace?
Yeah,
Was
man.
it with somebody who you were already sleeping with?
Nah,
Oh.
nah, hell nah. It's so crazy because I had
That's a good
I had a
question.
studio, right? And I had this engineer, and he's like, was kind of like, I don't know. It was like you didn't know, like you didn't know if he had a preference for women or men. He was just so quiet and just so you know
Jumps
how
out.
he's kind of like, nah, he kind of
He
different.
grabbed your booty.
Nah, hell no.
Oh.
You'd have heard about that. That should have made the news.
He said it's so serious.
So,
Yes.
So the session was over with. Everybody was leaving. So I had the studio and shit. He was kind of sitting around. So I was like, shit. You straight,
What's
bro?
up?
He was like, yeah, I need to really talk to you about something.
Oh Lord.
I would be
That's when
so
you should've been
fucking
like-
nervous.
Nah, I wasn't nervous. What the fuck I'm
I
gonna
would
be
have
nervous
been
for?
like,
I got a pistol on me. I'm in my shit. It ain't like, because my mind ain't there yet. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what you want to talk about? I'm just curious. I'm like, what's up?
uh-huh.
He's like, I don't really know how to talk to you about this. So that's when my
God.
mind started going like, well, what the fuck you want to talk to me about?
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, we two dudes, and I don't want to come at you wrong.
Wait a minute.
What are we talking? Where?
So the situation started
Do you need
feeling
a
really
ride? What's going
rapey.
on?
It started feeling really rapey because he was way bigger than me. And I was like, I like, God, give me the serenity to not fucking lose and shoot this dude if he say something crazy. Because I was like, just say it, bro. Because at this point, I was like, what you finna say? Like,
Now I need to know.
now I gotta know. And he was
Yeah.
like, shit, man. I just need a few dollars, man, because my pocket's fucked up and I didn't know how to ask you because I just started working for you, feel me? And I was like, oh, nigga, a few dollars here, man. You
I thought you was
$100,
about to say you
man.
want to dabble in my
Get the
booty.
fuck
Like,
on or something. Like,
I thought you wanted a booty dabble.
but
I'm
it was
about
that
to
moment.
dabble
It
in
was
your face.
rapey. Like, I'm just giving you a
Yeah.
rapey moment for
Yeah.
as a man. I was like, hold up, bro.
Now wait a
Because
minute.
he
I'm feeling
stood
all
up.
uncomfortable.
I was sitting down because I was tired. It was like 6 in the morning, daylight. It's the sun that came. I'm like, you know, you sitting in the chair, you rest your arms on your legs.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
just chilling.
hey, what's up? And he stood up. So I was like, what's up?
Wait a
He was like, you know, we
minute.
two dudes. And I was like, hold on. So I had to stand up because it felt rapey.
Because, bruh, that's
You
rapey.
know, you
Don't
have
be
to
out
be
here doing
careful.
rapey shit. Like niggas are doing rapey shit and they don't know they're doing rapey shit. So
Rapey,
Kiki and I had to set them straight. Like,
Yeah, we had to have a whole episode on it and let people know like some of the stuff you do is rapey. Don't say certain things. You can give somebody a compliment without being a creep.
Absolutely.
And some
the
people don't know
gas
how
station
to.
Niggas be the worst. Like,
Oh.
do you realize it is nighttime and I'm walking to my car? You should not be trying to holler at me. Not in the
Yeah.
way that most men do it. I
Don't
think you're
follow
gonna
me.
kidnap me and sell me
Yeah.
into sex trafficking.
It
and that's just
happens.
where my mind goes. Like,
And we're in Atlanta.
But you know what? I'm glad that here's one thing because I always get compliments. And you know, sometimes those compliments are sexually charged as a man because it's kind of how not how we're raised, but society tells us, you know,
that it's okay.
you look at the TV show, the dude with the coolest line gonna get the baddest chick. So, right? I mean, TV, everything is promotes beauty and sexuality.
Yeah.
So it's funny when you have homies and they say some creepy shit to a chick, and you gotta be like, bro, don't that ain't it.
I was just
Does
gonna
that
say,
happen
do
a
you
lot
Because I feel
with
like
you?
dudes
Yeah.
don't check their
It do.
friends.
It do.
Like,
I do. I swear on my mom, dog. I be like, hey, bro, that ain't it, man. And you with me? Don't do that, cause that shit look.
and do they respect that? Or are they like, oh wow?
Or do they
sorry.
get
Well, you know,
mad?
it depends on if they know they fucked up, because sometimes it just depends on what state they in.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody on some, I've been drinking, bro, be like, hey, but still, you gotta control
you
that.
really
But
need
if
to
you
calm
on some
down
sober
then.
shit or drinking, if you on some sober shit, and I just feel like, man, that was weak as fuck, bro, because it gonna come back on me. Like that nigga Yung
True.
Joc with some lame ass niggas. He said some lame
That's
ass
what's
shit.
gonna happen.
That's
Let me tell you
exactly
something.
what's
I was
gonna
at
happen.
Walmart one time and I had on a sundress. It was summertime, you know. Sundress. It's about to be sundress season. You
It
got your
is.
sundress?
I
ready?
got a few. I've been
Mm.
ordering from Pretty Little Things.
Right. Well, I was at Walmart and I was looking for something. I don't know. I don't really go in Walmart that often, so it had to be
Face
something
ass.
like a yeah. So this dude, he literally said this, man, like you're so beautiful, and your sundress is. You know what he said? Your booty is eating that sundress.
What the fuck?
I know that, but
And my booty was eating the
that's
sundress.
the sad
But you
part
don't have
about
to
it.
tell
don't
me
say-
that.
yeah,
But you
damn.
do not say. Now, granted, I still fucked him.
All right,
However,
well, this went
You
a
do
totally
not
different
speak
direction.
to me like that. Like you
Well,
don't.
how did you fuck him
Okay,
if he
it
said
went-
that
I
to you?
went- it-
Now
I
you just
told
lost your
him-
credibility.
I told him about himself, and it was like months later when he resurfaced.
Okay.
Bye,
Okay.
Medina.
Okay,
I
well,
can't
you don't
even.
say that. You don't say it.
You know the best way? You know the best pickup for a celebrity, though?
What?
At this
us.
point in time, you don't even try to holler at the chick. You just got to be like, yo, amazing, and walk away.
Really?
Because guess
That
what?
would actually work.
Guess what she gonna do? She come to your DM.
Hey.
She might hit a little picture of herself, say, "Hey, thank you for the compliment," and that shit end. It's so crazy right now. That's why me and my lady, I be playing the game so safe. I have to. I have
So you
to.
are in a relationship.
I'm in a relationship.
Oh, you're all happy and
I
proud.
know, right?
am.
Like,
I
yeah,
mean,
I'm in
because
a
I
relationship,
think-
bitch. I ain't single
I
out here no
think-
more.
You know, I think sometimes people look at a relationship as the goal. The relationship is the payoff. But I feel like the person in the relationship is, and that's what makes the relationship feel like the payoff. And I think you should be fond of anybody you gonna date. Like
Yeah, you
a lot
should.
of times, just imagine you with your homegirl and your homegirl telling you, "Girl, I like him, but XYZ is all bad." And your homegirl like, "Well, bitch, you need to just find you another dude." You shouldn't
Right.
you shouldn't have to feel like that. And I feel like that's why people be, when you find somebody who you really rock out with, my soulmate,
Lips.
all that shit. But at the end of the day, I really just feel like, like friends. You know, you get to a school, you know who you can fuck with. You like, you know what? Nigga cool, man. Nigga real nigga. You know what? I like her. She's smart. She respectful. She a lady. You know, it's just it's kind of like that, and I think that's how you should feel about the person you dating.
Where
Like,
did
you should
y'all
be-
meet?
Uh,
Is she a celebrity?
no, she's not a celebrity.
Okay.
Fuck no. I thought I don't really.
I just wanted to make sure because people be saying shit and then we go look them up. We're like, nigga,
wait a
you lied.
Why you
right?
lying? Your stupid ass, face ass, lying and shit.
People do be lying
Nah,
all the
but-
time.
All the time.
But I just feel like, like for instance, right now, if you was working for a company and you was promoting the next artist coming off that label, imagine he fire. He the shit, nigga, sauce dripping everywhere, big old drip.
Big old drip.
You gonna put it out there like, hey, no, this nigga the truth,
Yeah.
bro. I'm telling you. And when you believe in that person, see how hard you go for that person. Nah, nigga, for real, like I'm riding with this nigga. Like, yeah, you start putting your chest out.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not
hey,
gonna
nah,
talk about all those
like,
late
bruh,
nights in the studio when the bars wasn't hidden.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna talk about that.
So I'm
You
saying-
only talk about the positive.
Right. So I think like when you dealing with a significant other, you're supposed to feel like that about like, oh, hold up, this motherfucker is what's happening. Like it shouldn't just be as a dude, but she fine it. Fuck, bruh, the bitch stupid fine, bro. I got to have no. You want to be like, hey man, she's solid. Like she fucking these hoes up out here. That's how you got to feel about your chick, and vice versa for a woman. You got to feel like, hey, he ain't bullshitting. He is not here to play.
Yeah.
He's not here to play. And when you got that person who really rock for you and with you, just when somebody cross your
It feels
path,
good.
yeah, it feel good because you be like, you look good, yeah. If I wasn't in this relationship, I would fuck the shit out of you, but I am in this relationship.
So no.
And I already got everything I need. No more room for you. You just
How
gonna
long
be a
have y'all been
stowaway.
together?
Quite some time.
That's good.
Quite some
Because I was
time.
gonna say, my mom and I were actually just having this conversation, and my brother, like, talking about sometimes like this stemmed from when we had Icon talking about
Okay.
investing into the wrong things in relationships.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, sometimes when you're with someone for a very long time, you start to kind of change. And so I don't know what a
Like
long time is.
personality wise, or what do you mean?
Personality. I mean, just
Or how you
everything.
treat each other.
People change. Like, that's
Okay.
just what happens. You change. Like you're just gonna change in 5 years, even in a year. You're not gonna be the Kiki you are right now. Not saying that's a bad thing. It's a good thing. Sometimes you change so much that you just naturally start to your personalities just don't match anymore.
That's true.
Or you met on a certain level, and
One
y'all are
time
both
my
going to
dog
different
DJ
levels, and
Nasty
that doesn't match
305 was
anymore. You know what
headed
I
boy.
mean? So
yeah, I
that's
know
why-
exactly what you mean. Because it's like, especially if you're with somebody who you were with really young and then you grow up. And then it's just like your lives, sometimes they grow together and then other times they grow
apart.
separately.
Just like
Yeah.
friendships.
Yeah, and it's like, it doesn't mean that you don't like this person or that you have hard feelings, but sometimes people do grow apart.
would-
and that's, I would
So to
imagine
be with
that's
somebody for a
tough.
long time and you're still this happy, that's amazing.
You have to have, but I think y'all have to have good habits.
What you mean?
Yeah,
You have to
like
have
what kind
good
of habits?
habits,
Like
like-
flossing?
Like sex habits?
No, there's just good habits in life. Like this person has a habit to put a little extra money away just in case. This person has a habit to go ahead and bring an extra change of clothes just in case. And that's when you say that motherfucker be on point. You know, you have that.
Wait, what's the extra pair of clothes for?
I was about to say,
whatever.
does somebody
No,
have
no.
incontinence?
No, what I'm saying, baby, listen. It's just a good habit for somebody to be on their shit. Good habits.
Oh, so
Why are
we
y'all
went
taking
on
a-
a
I'm
date.
good
still-
habit, whether a
okay.
good habit is saving money,
Mm-hmm.
whether a good habit is knowing how to hustle. They have good habits when it comes to hustling. You do this and that. You don't overspend. You spend a little. You wait till the money in your hand before you spend a little.
Yeah.
No good habits because you can learn a lot. You know, they say you can learn a lot from a dummy.
So the changing clothes thing, it could be like maybe you're on a date, maybe you swiped right on a Tinder date, and the guy is like this cute little Brazilian man. He's in town for the month. He owns an amazing business.
Okay.
And y'all went to dinner, and you look super good. You fly. You got your little cute shoes on. You looking cute. And he's like, I really wanted to take you to climb, this mountain.
Well, don't
And
worry,
you're
boo,
like,
I
the bitch is
got
like, well,
some
I mean,
boots
I'm not
in
ready.
my
But
purse.
imagine if you were like,
Imagine.
I brought my rock climbing clothes.
I ain't never gonna be ready
I
for
got
that.
I have my
Stupid
rock climbing clothes in my backpack.
I'm
and
never
he's
gonna
like,
have
this
that.
is that bitch.
But
rock
why
climbing
you
cleats.
tripping? Why you tripping? That's how life works.
That's how life works.
Because that's when somebody be like, yo.
Well, I'm gonna start packing some
I mean,
sneakers
That's
with
when
me.
the nigga is like, I want to see you again tomorrow.
Think about it. And that is for real because guess what? It's like a homie situation. It's like, damn, nigga, I don't feel like stopping. It's late as fuck. I got this money on me. I got this weed. I don't feel like stopping getting no blunts. So she's like, oh, you need some blunts?
I have some.
No,
I
little
actually have the
knickknacks.
raw roller.
You like, really? That's a good habit for someone to always be prepared.
I usually just
I'm
have
in this
snacks
situation.
with that.
and wine.
That
I
make-
keep wine.
Because guess what? That be the shit you talk to people about. You like, man, this motherfucker, every time we together, bro, it's like crazy. Nigga, if I ain't got it, this motherfucker got it, vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, a good host always has a bottle of white wine chilling in
Yes.
the fridge, a
See?
bottle of red in some counter or a wine holder,
Right.
and some weed, even if you don't smoke.
Sound
Well, I
like
don't
you
keep
fuck a lot.
weed, but I do keep food because I don't like for people to come over and be hungry. So I
And
might have some
food.
wine and some cheese and
So
some
how often
cured
do
meats.
y'all have people over? I'm curious. I'm just
I
curious.
am in a relationship, so nobody
Like
better be
men
coming
I'm
over
dating
here.
or just people? Because I'm single. I don't have men over very often, but I have friends. Some of them are my guy friends, but it's not like we're dating or anything.
So do your guy friends try to hit on you though? For real?
Yes. I mean, one of my
How
guy
you-
friends that comes over a lot, I have sex with him from time to time, but it doesn't really count because we're not actually dating. But my guy
Y'all
friends,
fucking though.
yeah, from time to time.
Because
But
in both of y'all mind, at the end of the day, when y'all doing what y'all doing, y'all engaged. Y'all
well,
are
yeah.
something. Right?
But I would say most of my guy friends hit on me and they try to sleep with me, and it usually doesn't work. And it's kind of awkward. And a lot of times the guys that are in the friend zone, I'm not even attracted to them. And I'll tell them that. Like, I can be very blunt.
Is that how a guy ends up in the friend zone? Because you're not attracted, or is it?
Sometimes, and it just depends. It's like a case-by-case basis.
I feel like guys, I like
Sometimes
ugly
they
dudes, and I'm very open about that. Like, I love like an ugly ass nigga. I'm not
You
saying
just
I
don't want to
think
have to
they're
fight
ugly.
over your nigga.
No, I'm just not. I'm not like into super fine dudes. It's like you just
I
deal
love a
with
pretty man.
I'm not
I
gonna deal
love
with it.
them. Like
so
our
amazing.
Man Crush Monday today, Michael Kendrick.
No, okay. No,
Now that is a
fine. But I
fine-
wouldn't
ooh.
be with him because that's just a lie. You got a lot of traffic coming your way. I'm not trying to be in the traffic.
See, that's how I
That-
be feeling.
Like,
when it
I don't
comes to
want to
women.
be in that traffic.
That's why I don't want that celebrity chick who
It's
feel like
too
she got to have a
much.
lifestyle. The
Yeah,
lights.
and you're trying to keep up. But so friend zoning dudes, to me, it normally ends up being like, you're boring. I am a adventurous
Yes.
person. I
Boring.
like to
We'll
try
get
stuff.
you
I'm
there.
not
Quick,
like,
fast, and in
I'm
a
not
hurry.
the black girl at the pool party that's not gonna get her hair wet. We can get my hair wet even if I just got it done. Like, I'm just like, I
No,
don't-
not if I just got it done. Now,
I'm
wait a
fine
minute.
with it. I don't like boring
Sure.
people. I don't like where it's like we're just eating dinner all the time.
So let me
You're
ask you
a
this.
friend now.
Do you ever friend zone a guy that you're so attracted to, but you know he got a lot of traffic on his
Yes.
shit, and you just like, you know what? I gotta friend zone you because
Well,
I know I'm gonna be fucking with
our
you.
not
friends
good
would
at
benefit
decisions.
zone him. Like, it will never be anything more than me sleeping with you. And that's it.
That don't make sense.
What do you
It
mean?
does. You're looking
Uh,
out for you.
Yeah.
Well, you tried to look out for you until the nigga hit that button that you wasn't trying to let him hit.
No,
that's
but you
what I'm
can turn it
saying.
off.
No,
You
you
can
can't.
turn
Deep
it
down,
off.
think- you
some
know what?
women
You
can't.
think you can. You
Yes.
think you can. You think you
No,
can.
that doesn't mean every
Until it
fine
aff-
man I'm
until-
fucking him,
until
but
it affects you indirectly in your next relationship and you don't realize it.
now wait a minute. What?
See?
What do you mean?
See? That you got to think ahead.
I actually get what he's saying.
No, well,
It's like
I need you
playing
to elaborate.
defense. Cause like you fucking with this dude, you got this like, fuck with you if you was just this and that or that. Then the
I don't
next
even
dude
say
come
that.
along. Okay, well, cool. You got
You
nothing to worry about.
know, but what's the part? So if I'm
I'm
saying
just
that,
saying,
then
like,
it's
you
like
know,
I miss
'cause
out on
I'ma
the
be
next
real.
thing.
I done had a female friend that I was like, man, I love this bitch, man. But this my homie. I can't go
I
there.
love this
I
bitch.
can't fuck her.
Let me tell you something.
Like I have female friends that I've encountered and just like, but I know you a hoe. I know you like
Does that
getting that pussy
matter?
wet. Yeah. I
What
don't
do you
wanna
think
do
a
that.
hoe
can't get
is?
past
Like,
it?
what would make you call this girl a hoe?
It's like that moment when she tell you she a hoe. Like, what you
When?
mean?
Is
Fuck
it
you
how
mean?
she rides the dick?
No,
What
when
if she never
tell-
Is
tells
it
you
how
that
she
she's
gives
a hoe?
head? 'Cause
it's,
you know
it's
Do you
women.
feel like if you're too good at sex,
Hey, listen.
that makes you
Or
a
if you
hoe?
get
Listen,
really good
listen,
head, you
listen.
can't get mad because I know how to slob on the
That's
knob.
great.
That doesn't mean I'm a whore.
I'm telling you from the real aspect of it. I'm not speaking
What?
figuratively. I'm speaking literally at all times.
Okay.
Like if a woman tell me, "Yeah, I sell this pussy," so you
wow.
telling me what's up? Like that's what I mean. Like if you tell, I got homegirls, you gotta think.
Like
I'm
you're
the type
saying
of dude-
verbatim.
Nah,
Yes.
I'm the type of dude.
That's what I
that
think a
chicks
hoe
open
is.
up to.
If you were saying I
I'm
sell
the
my
type of
pussy,
dude. Fuck, it ain't gotta be selling
That's
your
a hoe.
pussy. I got homegirls be like, Joc, you know me, I'm a hoe. I'm gonna get this pussy away.
Can she come on the show, please?
I mean,
send her
they out
away.
here. I mean, come on, man. Let's be for real. Like, it's women out here
people
who will
don't
tell
admit to it though.
They
They'll
do.
say it until they
They
sit right
do
here
to
and
the
they
right
share.
people.
They do.
They do to the
No,
right
they don't
people.
tell us.
They do to the right people
Well, we
who
need
they
to be the
know
right
that
people.
aren't gonna judge them. I'm not gonna judge you. You judge free when you're in
Bitch, I
my
ain't gonna
presence.
because I probably did some of that same whole shit that you doing. Not just
You're a hoe.
changed.
You know you're a hoe.
Yeah.
But
I
nah,
mean,
you get what I'm saying though?
yeah.
Like, so when a woman tell you, bro, yeah, boy, put that dick on me. But your other homie, ooh, I love that nigga. And you looking at your homegirl like, you was a
Chill.
live hoe right now.
But let me tell you something.
That's-
Hoes are fun to have around.
They
Like,
are.
everybody
I think it's important
has
to have
that
a hoe
one
friend.
friend that you know if you bring her around
And that's
in
what-
our days of going out all the time, you have to have the hoe. You have to have somebody that's gonna fuck.
The one hoe friend,
You
she
do.
has
And she's
different
fun.
boundaries. She has different boundaries, different limits. Like, she'll be like, fuck it, bitch. I'm going to go over there and holler at them two motherfuckers, and they going to get us something to drink. You be like, yeah, go ahead, bitch.
Or you're just like, it's unspoken. Like you're just like, let me do what you do.
Everybody has a role
I'm
in
gonna
the
take-
friend
I'm
group
still
when you
gonna
going
take-
out to the
I'm
club.
pretty sure y'all got that one hoe friend who, when you down and out, you just scared. I just need to get out. Okay, cool. I'm going to call a bunch of my partners. They come
Yep.
through, and you like, damn, bitch.
Wow.
And you asking yourself, so which one you fucking? She's like, all of them.
Well,
Oh, I know.
they don't usually say that. Like, like we might all have our friends. Like, depends on where you want to go. What club y'all want to go to tonight? All right. Well, let me call the Africans, or let me call these people.
That's the same
You
thing.
I have
know?
to limit
But that
my
don't
hoe
mean
friends.
that doesn't mean you're fucking them. So then you got to figure out
Somebody's
who.
fucking.
Hey,
Somebody is.
somebody-
And is it gonna
Yeah,
be
the
me or
hoe
is it gonna be you? So I need to bring my whole
Weird.
friend so
Well,
she can solidify the
Joc,
deal.
I had to limit my hoe friends because I got put in a situation one time where my hoe friend,
Made you look like a hoe
well,
friend.
she put me in a situation where we ended up like fucking a dude and getting paid, and I just thought we were having a threesome, and then she was like, "Girl, he was supposed to get." And
Oh,
was
I
like,
remember this.
What? Did you just prostitute me? What's happening?
And where's my cut?
And where is it? Cause I ain't get it, girl. I had to limit my hoe friends.
You
No,
do.
you're looking crazy.
Like, and
No,
it's
no, I
different
don't- hey,
levels
listen,
to hoe friends.
I
You
never
know,
judge
different
you.
levels. I was like, okay, I gotta go down a level.
I
I'm
will
just saying,
never
that's how
judge
this is-
you for your whole like tendencies.
you really just pimped
Thank
me,
you.
and you took all my money. Like, I worked for this, and I didn't
I
get
was
it. That's,
mad as hell. I was like, bitch,
pretty
we not
Your
friends
introductory
no more.
fee.
yeah, you need that.
Didn't get nothing.
We'll have to talk about that further another day because
Well,
we're
I'm kind of glad you went through that. At least you know you can't be played like that.
I
no
learned a
more, right?
lesson.
Yeah,
It
you
was
learn a lesson. You do learn lessons. Well, on that note, we have to move on to help some other people learn lessons with the advice letters. Okay,
Did you print them all out?
And my shit.
but I
just
can
died.
pass you one that was printed out. Here you go. Okay, let me open the email. You can read that one first, and I'll just
Somebody
find
said
another
she
one.
prostituted you, girl. Bye. Okay, so give advice. Okay,
I do that every day.
we always let everyone know that we are not professionals, but we lived a little life.
I'm professional.
So this one says, my sis says I'm being petty. So I'm taking a chance and writing to strangers. I'm totally in love with my fiance, but I told him I want to postpone the wedding. He's acting pissy about it, but here's why. He has a child from a previous marriage who was 14. Love the kid too. Love the kid too. But we might have a problem. Both me and my fiance do well for ourselves, but I make about 3 times as much as he does. Ooh. Right now, his child support payments are set, but if we get married, then things change with all the what's mine is yours bullshit. With the legalities of everything, his baby mama is petty and bitter. Ooh.
That sucks.
She still isn't over the fact that they never made it down the aisle, and I think she'll be petty enough to ask for an increase. I don't mind helping to take care of their child, but I know sometimes the judge gets a little crazy with these payments. I asked him to hold out until Buddy turns 18, and now he's mad. If we gonna be together, what's another few years? What would you ladies do? Protecting my bag.
So she's engaged to a guy who has a 14-year-old son, and she wants to wait until the son is 18 so she doesn't have to spend her money on child support.
Because that's true. Like, when you get married,
No.
y'all's money becomes
No,
our money.
it does not. It, don't,
can.
No.
Yes, it
It
can.
don't
I don't
work
have
like
kids, so I don't know
that.
how it
Don't work
works.
like that. It don't work like that.
So what would you say? Is she wrong?
First and foremost, it don't work like that. Like, just because you marry somebody, you married to that money. Does that mean, does that work like that?
I think it does work like that.
It can work like that. Like my cousin had
Well,
to pay more
if she
child
has a
support because the wife
business-
made more money.
Because check this out. If my company, okay, like right now, my company may make $1 million a year.
No, but if you make
listen,
$1 million.
But listen, my company may make $1 million a year, but I may only pay myself $100,000 a year. What if her situation is like that?
Well,
See,
she's saying she has a job, not a business. So I don't think it's like
You're
that.
paying more.
Yeah.
I think
Be careful.
what's the
See if you
problem?
can restructure your thing.
she
I don't
doesn't
know.
want to. She doesn't want to have to
She
help
don't-
pay too much. That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, like I don't want to pay too much, but I'll pay some.
I'll help, but nigga, we not about to just a whole. I'm taking care of your kids. They ain't coming out of my pussy.
Guess what?
Exactly.
She don't really love him then.
I was gonna say the same thing.
'Cause
I was
it-
gonna say maybe you
nah.
don't need to get married because when you do love someone, love trumps all, and you would just be like,
Because guess what?
Here it
if she
is.
really loved him, you wouldn't be sitting around talking about I'm going to wait 4 years. Just go on and consult an attorney, somebody who can legally tell you on these matters. And then that way you can go on and move on and be happily fucking ever after. Instead of talking about we're going to wait 4 years because you don't want nobody dipping in your bag because his goddamn son ain't of age to be written off of motherfucking child support. Because what if his child go to college? He still got to pay child support.
That's gonna be another 4 or
So
plus
she needs
years.
to seek
you need to
legal
find
counsel.
somebody else.
Yeah.
That's what
You
that
need to
sounds
listen
like.
to him because he got kids. He know.
Yeah.
All right, next letter. Hey, ladies, I'm currently getting my summer bod ready, and oh wait, this is the old one that we read. My bad. Hey, ladies. First of all, you okay? It's okay. Hey, ladies. First of all, I love the show, and next time y'all video record an episode, can y'all do a twerk test? What? Okay, here's a twerk contest. Sorry. Okay, here's my question. What would you do if you knew you tried everything and you couldn't satisfy your man orally? Would you feel some kind of way? I'm going through the situation right now, and I just don't know what to do. Please help. Sincerely, Unsuperhead. Well.
Unsuperhead. I'm gonna let a man answer that because I don't.
Yeah, what should she do if she's not pleasing him?
I never had someone that
Me
whose dick I'm
either.
sucking and be like, I don't like this.
Me
Well,
either. We
okay.
can't help. So,
Well-
Joc, what you got?
Human nature
Mm-hmm.
is all about evolution. She has to evolve. She has to get past that whole communication process where they're not really understanding each other. She has to ask questions. So, what do you like? Because if
And that might be a
you
hard
don't know
The
what
conversation.
because if you don't know, if you've never had something, right? Then how can you say if someone is doing something wrong or right? Although you know it may not be what you are fond of at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But if that person has had something that they like, then they can tell you. Like say, hey, look here, baby, do me a favor. Take one hand and you just work the top of that motherfucker while you get to spit it. And take the other hands and,
Play with my
juggle
balls a
my
little
balls.
bit.
Or,
Lick my booty hole a little
or
bit.
some niggas might not even want you to touch his balls, just grab the base. Some niggas get caught up in some shit they heard on the song. Can you do it with no hands?
Yeah, can you try it?
Like I don't really care for a woman doing it with no hands.
I don't know why anyone would want to do it with no hands.
I
You might
need the
die.
whole
People do like
impact of
that.
what she's
What?
doing. She might die. She's stupid.
Right. It's like I done fell and tripped. and
Well,
the
it sounds
dick
like
is
you
in my-
guys just need to communicate a little bit better, and maybe he doesn't
tricky.
know what he likes, and y'all can make a game out of figuring out what it is that he likes, and make him
Right.
do the same for you because you
Yeah.
probably ain't.
That's
Well, I'm
questions.
just
Relationships
gonna leave
are
that
about
alone.
learning. You have to ask
Mhm.
questions, and when people ask you to do things, just try it. Carlos said he
Hey.
doesn't like when I go to sleep every night with my hair wrapped, so I've been trying to not. It's annoying, but I'm
Bless
doing
your
it.
ends.
Guess what? Just watch a flick together.
That's always
Compare,
fun.
compare.
It's always fun.
Because it's not the same on every situation.
Yeah.
It's not.
So now we're gonna move on to our cocktails.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna
Yes.
start.
Okay.
Because I have one that I thought about. I'm always trying to dig in my past and get like the good cocktails because I am in a relationship and I don't really share stuff about me and my boyfriend.
Oh, that's awesome.
But so
Fair enough.
there was this guy I met one time. I can't remember. I met him at Spin. I met him at Spin, girl. So he was African. This was before Africans were doing all the fraudulent stuff. Well, before I knew about it. And he
Before
was,
the Africans were doing
he was
all
a
the
different
fraudulent
type. He was a different type of African.
did you just
So
say that?
we started hanging out, and he told me that he was an African prince. Kiki. When he told me those words, I was like, I'm gonna do a little extra.
I knew you was about to say that. I'm gonna do a little extra.
I'm gonna do a
Okay.
little extra. He took me to his house one day, and I brought one of my friends with me, and she was the wing girl. She was
Yeah.
talking to his friend who was way cuter, and I was like, I don't got stuff with
How
an
did this
ugly ass
happen?
prince. So he says he's an African prince, and I'm like, he had a movie theater in the house, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. So like, I'm like kissing him super sloppy and like just being like super porn star-ish. You know when you get like that. Let me show you what you could get. We never had sex, but like I was super sloppy with like head and kissing. So like one day we went to his house and like an old lady was upstairs and he was like, "Oh, that's my mom." He had an accent though. He was like, "That's my mom," and I was like, "Well, wait, I thought you were Prince." Like he was like, "Oh, well, you know, like with Prince's, you know, the mom lives with you." And so I was sitting there like I was like, "Oh, okay, well, hey, mom." He's like, "She doesn't like American black women." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Just go downstairs and be quiet." And I was like, "Okay."
How long were you down there?
Not that long. It was in the movie theater, so I was just put on a movie, and I'm watching the movie. He comes down, explains it. So stuff just started not adding up. Turns out he was not a prince. He actually lived with his mom. He was there visiting, and he wasn't even a legal citizen. He was still an African citizen, and he was a liar. And I just found that out the other day.
And you done already
Shut the fuck up. You just found that out?
The other day. Like, I was like, I'm still, this whole time I still been thinking I could be an African princess. No, nigga, he was not a prince.
You thought you
He
was
was
supposed
a
to be
liar.
Princess Medinah of Zamunda.
Yeah.
What was that movie? What was the little animated movie with the little girl?
Was
In
it
the
Disney?
Bayou? Yeah, in the bayou.
Oh,
The Princess and the Frog. Yes. You thought you was Princess
She was,
Tiana.
I was like, why this shit always happen to me?
Girl.
He was not no damn prince.
I don't know. You was having too much fun.
This
That's
nigga
probably
is
what
a
it was.
mechanic in Africa. He's a mechanic.
He's probably a really good mechanic, though.
And he knew this shit would work on an American-ass girl.
'Cause
I'm
that's
a
what y'all-
prince.
That's what y'all be looking for, the payout.
I learned. This was a long time ago.
Everybody
I've
wants
learned
a
my
Prince
lesson. I don't
Charming.
give a fuck what you say.
Okay, this cocktail is from a listener. She actually sent one in before. I won't say her name. So I'm going to skip this whole beginning part, girl, because it's long as fuck. Basically, she's a ghetto girl who's refined, and she was fucking with this hood nigga. And she felt like she was above that, and she found out that she wasn't. So this night, I decided to come over because I didn't want the Saturday evening to end, and I definitely needed to get high. I get to his house, and we smoke and watch the wood. We're having the best conversation, really vibing. I lay on his bed because the high relaxes me. He then turns the lights and TV off and snuggles next to me. He starts rubbing and squeezing my ass, which is my spot. I get wet, but I just lay there, chilling. Well, he whips out his big dick and forces my hand on it. To check the length, I feel and stroke it up and down. So I turn my back, and he starts pulling my panties down and positions himself between my thick thighs. I ask him, does he have a condom? Because it's safe sex or no sex over here. So he eases it in real slow, and OMG, I almost came immediately. This nigga had the fucking moves, but I was so turned on by the fact he kept telling me how amazing my pussy is. I'm so happy I know how to grab dick with my pussy muscles. Okay. We literally were driving each other crazy. But get this. We went 4 rounds in 3 hours. I came so many times that I could barely walk to my car to leave. He begged me to stay, but I declined due to the shame of it all. We were never supposed to fuck, and then boom. I need some more, and I need it now. Sincerely, shocked the dick was good.
Well, that's amazing, and that was a great way to end the show.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Do you have one?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I've been
I don't
drinking.
have one to talk
It's
that.
okay.
You have to give a cocktail.
Yeah, just give it. You
That
can
sound
give
like
it
a
an
Zane
embarrassing.
book, ain't it?
I know, right? This isn't mine. This
Because
was
I
from
was
a
sitting here,
listener.
I'm wet. My juice box
Did
is
you-
wet, Joc. That juice box is juicy.
That wine didn't help, huh? I know
Juice.
how that goes.
So you want me to tell a story?
Yeah,
It's
it can
a
be an
cocktail.
embarrassing one, a funny one. It doesn't have to be like that.
It can be old. It can be from high school. Shit, hell, it can be from elementary school.
Very,
Okay.
very, very funny situation. So I was dating this older chick, right? And I can't even necessarily say dating. We was just smashing because we had never gone anywhere. I never spent any money. She had never spent any money.
I'm glad you know the difference.
Yeah, it was just, I saw my neighborhood. I was still a young man. So my mom was telling me she's dating this dude who drives the Chevette. So the
What the hell
Chevette
is
is,
a Chevette?
you know, the little.
No, we don't know.
It's like a little hatchback.
Okay.
Remember on House Party, the car Martin drove.
I'm telling you, we don't know.
You know what a hatchback is? I mean, okay.
We know what a hatchback is, but
I mean,
go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So anyway, the little Chevette, I'm thinking it's gonna sound like. So I was like, look, come down to the crib, chill with me for a minute. I ain't tell her. So I opened the window, the front window, because that's where the car parks at. I'm gonna hear if the man pull up. So I'm in she like, look, I'm on my period, so we can't do nothing.
Yes, you can. But go ahead.
But well, you know, she was like, look, but I got you. I was like, all right. So like, let me open this window so I can hear. Man, she going in. I'm talking about, I'm sitting on the sofa with my pants down, underwear down.
My pants.
And she going the fuck in. I'm just like, oh, shit. My mama didn't tell me that the man was a fucking mechanic and worked on planes.
All these damn mechanics.
So his car don't sound like, his car sound like nothing. I didn't even hear the shit pull up. My mom and her friend walk in the front door. I'm getting topped off.
Oh my
crazy.
God.
I'm like a little bitch, because it's a grown woman. Like, she was like twice my age. I was like 17. She was like 37.
What the fuck?
Fucking me up. I mean, like, young nigga. And I'm like, And my mom walked in the door. I'm like, And I tried to pull my pants up, right?
Uh-huh.
But when I pulled my pants up, my underwear rolled up, and they rolled up. They stopped at my knee, so my pants couldn't go past that. So I'm sitting there like this, trying to lean over my shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
That is
And
so
I looked
embarrassing.
up in such shame. She walked in, shit, they went out to eat. She probably said, "They food." I know y'all motherfuckers done bumped y'all head. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
She was like, "All right, tell your friend going on to the house."
That's what she said.
It's a grown woman, so she like,
She didn't know. I take it.
she knew she was fucking with a younger guy, but
No. Your
She didn't know
mom didn't know that was a grown woman.
No, she didn't look as old as she sounds, but it was amazing. So she was like, "All right, baby, get the fuck on out now. I'm being nice." So the girl walked out. So she said, "Walk your goddamn friend home. You gonna be grown. You think you're a man now. At least walk her home. I'm gonna tell you the right way to end the shit off." So I'm walking up the street and shit.
Still trying to get your
dick
pants
on
together.
goddamn. What the
Hard.
fuck just happened to me? I'm walking up the street. She like, "Oh my God, I am so embarrassed. Oh my God, I can't even show my face." I'm walking up the street like, man, that was the best head I ever had in my life. Unfortunately, it had to end this way. I see you around. So I go back in the house. My mom said I smoked goddamn cigarette, just looking at me. She got this look on her face like, I'm gonna fuck you up, right? So I walked in, and that classic phrase came out my mouth.
I brought you in this. Oh wait, no, sorry.
Which one?
It ain't what it looked like. I felt so stupid. She said, "Nigga," I said, "I know."
It literally was what it looks like.
It literally, I know, Mama. I didn't even know that was gonna come out. And she looked at me.
Do you
said,
think I'm
know,
stupid?
You know, it's very disrespectful. I was like, "Mama, I'm sorry. I'm just at that age where
I gotta get my dick sucked.
I'm exploring life." And she was like, "No, I can respect that, but just don't do that shit in my house." I was like, "Cool."
Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah.
Or you did it again?
I ain't never fucked nobody in the house after that.
Did y'all joke about this, or is it something where it's like with Kiki, you
it's
just
funny.
don't talk about
man,
it?
My mom, she telling it all, man. We don't give a fuck. We talking about the shit.
I would be like, please don't talk
Life's
about
too
this.
short, you know what I'm
Please don't
saying?
talk
You
about
know,
it. My mom would talk about it. I don't want her to.
You know, talk about different levels. You'll unlock a whole nother level in y'all relationship.
We have a great relationship right now. I'm good.
That's the great thing about growing with your parents and being open. Like
I'm good.
I remember I asked my mom, "Do you and Dad still have sex?" And we had a whole conversation about it in my grown years. It's just like you learn your parents on a
Like,
different
when do you
level.
start
My mama was
Stop having
DMing
sex.
Safari
People.
when
They're
his dick
real
video
people.
came out. I'm good.
When
We
do
don't
you-
need to talk about sex.
When are you supposed to stop having sex? At
What
what
did
age?
she call him though? Not Safari.
Seraphie.
Sarah.
She said, "You think Seraphie gonna answer my DM?"
I
said,
know who
"Lady,
Seraphie is, Mom.
you need to chill." Like, no, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that with you. That's too much.
Joc, tell everybody where they can find you.
because we got.
You can catch me on my IG, Joc Live. Catch me on Streets 945 ATL. You know what I'm saying? Streets 945. I'll be around. I'll be out here. You'll see me.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
and
you.
remember,
You were
to-
a pleasure.
yes,
That's
we'll have to
always
have
a
you
big
back one
thing.
time. We'll reserve more time.
Yes.
CB
My
time.
apologies.
Bitch was in here knocking on windows and shit.
Okay. Anyway, you guys, make sure that you rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast
And
follow us.
download.
Yeah, and follow us, CockTales Podcast on Instagram and CockTales ATL on Twitter. And then I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Bean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?